Yes, sir. It's your boy B Hayes. We're back with another one, guys. So Shiba new in Bitcoin. Great news, guys. So as we know, Robinhood now says all users can send and receive all crypto assets that's listed on the platform. So that's great news, guys. That's another stepping stone that we're getting closer and closer to having these digital assets as our value of exchange and getting rid of that dollar. Because everybody knows the dollar is losing its hope, losing its faith, and the feds, the government, is on a thin line right now trying to get that hope back into the Americans, because every single day inflation is steady soaring and your dollar is becoming less valuable. You can't use it for much. You can't get much with it. And once people become educated and understand that putting that last $100 or an extra $100 that they come across here and there into an asset to get, hell of a lot of tokens in a coin or anything, even though it's risky, it's very, very, very risky, especially if you're not buying two of the main big dogs, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Risk is involved in there as well, but the risk is more thinner than just throwing your money away at shit coins or altcoins that's trying to come up with a nice community that's backing behind it, and plus coming up with the development and the structure of the overall company for that asset. So we know Shiba New, Terra Luna, all these other ones is just basically throwing money at it, guys. I'm not looking for, nothing in return. If it does happen, kudos. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. That was a good investment. But all these investments is just, I look at it as like being a scientist. I'm out here experimenting, and being a scientist, you want to make many different experiments. And sometimes some experiments gonna pop, and more times than not, more experiments fail being a scientist than they do succeed, guys. But whenever those experiments does succeed, the ones that do, that's when things change. The whole it's a whole different 360. It's a different ball game. Cause just think about it. If you would have got in early in on Sheep, early in on Doge, early in on any of these shit coins that went off and went crazy, you would have potentially made millions of dollars. And it only took you one chance to be right, and you could have been wrong 20 times. But that one time that you're right, it changes everything. So you already know, and you continue to experiment even after you make bukus of money. Now you just got way more money, way more power, and the little experiments that you putting out there is like spinning pennies. It's a drop in the bucket. It's not hurting you one bit. So anyways, guys, get the right perspective on these things. And as we know, Bitcoin is the one you definitely want to be invested in, and treating it like it's gold. So you already know, guys, Bitcoin is sitting at 21,500. I told you guys we was approaching a massive key level at 22,500 that we hit on yesterday at around 9 o'clock. After doing so, of course, it got to pull back, cool off a little bit. If it break below 21,200, that giving us an indication that we could possibly head back down towards 20K 19. But if we hold above that 21,200 area, guys, and go back up into test 22,500 and break through it, Bitcoin could go on a rally. It could go flying, guys. I do not believe it's going to hold, though. I do think it's going to be a bull trap, just fly up thousands of dollars just to trap in more loans, and also day traders will make a lot of money. And then it'll be a sell-off once it hit the high 20,000s, right around 27, 28, maybe even 29, and it could possibly even go to 30. Nobody knows exactly how high it's going to do. I'm not, going to pinpoint when it's going to 28 then coming back down. From my perspective and my knowledge of the market, I could see it possibly going up to the high $20,000 range, the low 30 range, from 27 to 30K, and before selling off and pulling right back down after trapping in all those people, guys. And that's if it break above 22,500. And I hate to say if, this, that, and it could, and all that. I like to be kind of straightforward. So with that being said, guys, I do believe it could short term break through that 22.5, have a crazy little spike, bull trap, then come right back down, guys. Because like I told you guys, all the way from $55,000, I told you guys we was coming all the way back down to retest 2018 all-time high of $20,000, and we was talking about it for months and months and months till it finally happened. Even when we came down to 25K, I was saying, we still even though it bounced from 25 to 30 and then came back down and did it again and before coming down to 20K. And once we got to 20, I told you guys we're going even lower, going to 19, 18, 17, and could possibly split in half from 20, going all the way to 10, $11,000. And we did end up doing that. We ended up coming down to 17,000, didn't fulfill that full $10,000 drop yet, but I do believe it's still on the horizon, guys. So you definitely want to be prepared and definitely be looking to grab some Bitcoin if that significant drop happens, because that's going to be the time where people is going to make bukus and bukus of money. Because if Bitcoin make a drop like that, the market is going to drop like that as well, guys. So be prepared, and as well as Shiba Inu and the rest of the bad boys. So Shiba Inu, a lot of people is waiting for a major breakout with that. The major level you need to be watching for is 4 zeros, 1 3. If it break above 4 zeros, 13, this thing could go up pretty quickly, guys. So you definitely want to be on alert. Like I say, anytime Shiba showing 5 zeros, want to come down and show 6 zeros, maybe even 7, I would be loading. But I wouldn't be loading and putting in too much money, because like I told you guys, with the asset like Shiba Inu, with the potential it has to run, a little bit of money could turn into a large amount. But if it don't do what we wanted to do or needed to do, a large amount of money could turn into a very small amount. So you already know, guys, be smart with it. I love you. Add me over on Instagram, and we out. God bless you.